I finally got around to watching Twin Peaks: The Return. When you have a work by a great artist and it is substandard, as I think a lot of Twin Peaks: The Return is.
A lot of it is, yeah.
It really points out the flaws of the great artists. And these flaws are what you once thought were virtues. Maybe he's never known how to write dialogue, because he certainly can't write it here. Maybe it's a problem that he doesn't resolve certain storylines, because there's like a dozen things unresolved here that I really would have liked to learn more about.
Yeah.
There was a point while I was watching, and there's 2 or 3 episodes which are just dream episodes, when like...
Yeah, and those are the best ones.
During one of these, whatever platform was on, Hulu or Netflix, was glitching. And I'd see little flashes of some high school TV show. Oh, what's he doing there? And I'm like trying to freeze frame. I'm like, come on, freeze frame. Oh, why can't I catch this freeze frame? It's still happening.
It's the worst time for that to happen watching a David Lynch production.
I know.
Everything else, you know it's a glitch. This rear window postcard is from Sean Henry, who says, Dear Matt and Craig, favorite Hitchcock movie or movies? I must confess, I don't understand the recent rise in Vertigo's reputation. Thanks as ever for The Basement.
You... Look at that. Well, it's a very interesting card.
Rear Window, that's my favorite Hitchcock.
Choosing a favorite Hitchcock for me is like choosing my favorite Dylan album. It changes every time I think about it, but it's never Vertigo.
This web custom kitchen postcard comes from Kempson, who says, been watching since episode 1, and I can't believe it took me this long to send a postcard. Got this one from an old movie theater that was converted into an upscale restaurant. You have anything like that in the Party State, Wisconsin?
The Orpheum Theater in downtown Madison is a music venue that was started out as a movie theater.
Started out as a vaudeville house.
Oh, did it? Yes.
Oh, way back in the day.
Was also a restaurant.
And we have a letter here. This is from CRS, and this is a military address, an APO. Woo! This is from Rex. More postcards, less tape. Happy start of another season. Bolo!
Bolo!
We got some more of these rock and roll postcards that I like a lot. This is The Cure. Oh, sorry about that. Public Image Limited, the famous metal box. Susie and the Banshees.
Peekaboo. Peek.
Echo and the Bunnymen with their Killing Moon. Husker Du. XTC. And this is When I Reach for My Revolver, Mission of Burma. When you go to our website, welcometothebasementshow.com, there are all of our episodes there. You can watch every one. You can just watch them one after another and get no sleep. And there are also PayPal donation buttons that you can click on to donate a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support our show. And that is a great thing to do. And I'm now going to salute a list of some of our rolling monthly donors. Jed, Kieran, Catherine, Harrison, Marissa, Larissa, B.A., Mikey D., Chris, Laura, Brett, Kai, Dave, Martin, Caitlin, Beth, Guide, Maurizio, Einar, Jason, and Sella. The rest of our donors later in the show.
Thank you.
Let's open a couple packages.
All right, then.
Alexander in Andover, Massachusetts.
Aaron in Hell's Kitchen in New York City.
We got 3 DVDs for here from Alexander. Suicide Kings. I believe I've seen this.
I have not.
Bermuda Island. And Guardians of... It just says Guardians, but is it Guardians... Is that Chris Pratt? Is this Guardians of the Galaxy?
No. This is just Guardians.
Is that a new movie?
I don't think so.
But Chris Pratt is in it.
No, that's not Chris Pratt.
That's not Chris Pratt.
I would say Chris Pratt.
Well, that's a man they want to look like Chris Pratt.
Yes.
They fooled me.
And it has the word Guardians there, too.
Oh, so this is like a Guardians of the Galaxy knockoff.
Seems to be very Eastern European, actually. You're thinking Anton Pompushini. During the Cold War, the secret organization Patriot created an elite squad of superheroes to defend the Soviet Union from threats far beyond the capabilities of mortal men.
That guy really looks like Chris Pratt. I still see it. I still don't see it. I don't see that that's a different guy.
Aaron, Hell's Kitchen, New York City. Hello! I thought you'd both enjoy this journey through American music with our man from Hibbing, Minnesota. There it is.
Oh man, I think we're probably going to fight over that one.
Thank you, Aaron.
And now, viewer questions. Alicia Jeremillo. We make video games, board games, into movies, but what about a music album? They already have filmic videos, but if you could see any album turned into a narrative cinematic experience, which would it be and who or why would direct it? Well, speaking of Mr. Dylan, I always thought that Blood on the Tracks could be translated into a movie. It seems to have kind of a story arc to it.
One of the great breakup albums of all time, and the first thing that came to mind for me was another great breakup album, Richard Buckner's Devotion and Doubt. It's like an opera, just one man's aria, kind of keening through this breakup that he went through. Mercedes Downey writes, "What simple stunt or special effect still gets you, even after all these years? For me, it's that shot in Airplane where Robert Stack enters the room and pulls off his sunglasses, revealing another pair of sunglasses underneath. I find that more impressive than all the Avengers movies. The simple stunt or special effect that still gets me appeared in an episode of our show. In Cat People, there's the scene where Simone runs her fingers down a couch and the upholstery splits open underneath her fingernails. I love that moment.
A lot of times in our P.O. Box, I get records, and when I get them, I listen to them and I talk about them. And I'm going to talk about one today. This is from our buddy T.A. Epley. It is Hot Tuna Burgers. I listened to this. This is good. This sounds like the Grateful Dead to me. Very reminiscent of that. T.A. pointed out one song that was annoying. Sounded like an annoying Zappa song. I don't recall noticing that. Hot Tuna, not a good band name. It makes me think of tuna sushi that's been microwaved. That's gross.
Yeah.
And then you throw burgers into the mix.
Jorma Kekkonen.
Jorma Kekkonen is the guy, the lead guy, yeah.
The rest of our donors: Bernard, JP, Alfred, Marybeth, Shelby, RPC Services, Reed, Grant, Anna, Jerry, Jared, Jeff, Lindsay, Abraham, Sean, Luke, Amber, and Thomas. Thank you.
We got 2 more packages to open, 2
Yes.
rather large boxes. The outside of this says, "Don't forget the record in the bottom. It's the soundtrack of my youth in Denmark. Hope you like it. I hope it will become the soundtrack of my old age in the U.S.
Or in Denmark.
Possibly in Denmark.
Yeah.
It's a big old world out there.
That's right.
Anything's possible."
This is from Jacqueline Dacey in Dixon, California. Greetings, Matt and Craig. I recently became a fan of the show. I find it entertaining and stimulating. There are a few episodes, i.e. Tough Guys Don't Dance, that I rewatch when I really need something funny to get out of a funk. I can see why you have so many loyal followers. I have enclosed 3 DVDs of classic movies. This is Force of Evil, starring Thomas Gomez,
Oh, I have that.
William Holden and Glenn Ford in Texas,
Oh, nice.
Claudette Colbert, a name that seems to demand to be written in cursive, and Don Amici, Wisconsin's own, in Midnight. I've also enclosed a small packet of vintagey postcards. Oh, wow, Santa Monica, California, when there are like 3 houses there. Yeah, we got Sacramento, California, and Washington, D.C., National Gallery of Art.
Marie sent us a box of stuff. I'm going to look at the stuff first, and then I'm going to read her letter. What could be in here? Food.
I
don't know what this is. It's written in a language that I can't speak. It's Flixkivler. Looks like pork rinds. It could be some sort of dried octopus. Ligritskugler. Oh no, I don't know what any of this is. Chocolate. I can tell this is chocolate caramel, I think.
Let's save those for last.
Saltefisk.
Salty fish.
I'm going to open up this bag of strangeness.
Oh, this is licorice.
Oh. Those might be pork rinds. No. Nah.
I'm not a black licorice man, but I'm happy I'm not eating whatever was in the other bag.
Oh. Lakritskugler. I don't like the smell of that.
Is it chocolate? Oh no. Whoa. That's potent.
Maria, I hope I'm giving you the reaction that you were hoping for. Open up those chocolate caramels, please.
Surprise.
It's like hard caramel in the middle. That's
Okay.
good. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I think you can take this home for your boys. This is Hans Christian Andersen Fairy Tales.
Ah, if they're all as fun as a little match girl. That's a story I didn't read until I was well into my 40s, and I'm like, what the hell? This is for kids?
A soundtrack of her youth. It's Dizzy Ms. Lizzie. I want to listen to this. I don't know what this is. I need to find out. Dizzy Ms. Lizzie. 6 Z's in this title. 6. Perhaps you call them Zeds over in Denmark. And now, the letter. I was introduced to your show by my boyfriend Simon when we first met in the very early days of your show. It was and still is something we have together. It always sparks laughs, conversation, and a glimpse into his remarkable knowledge of film, music, and pop culture. Something your show so elegantly brings together. It's something we enjoy together every single time. For years, we've talked about sending you a box of goodies to show our appreciation and maybe give you a smile or two. And now here it is, all the way from Denmark. Yes. I'm also wondering if you would do me a favor, Matt. I've put a sign in the box, and I hope you will show it to the camera. It has a question for Simon, a question that hopefully will bring further joy and togetherness, not only to us, but also to Welcome to the Basement. Thanks, Craig. Let me make sure this is for Simon. Even non-Danish speakers will probably be able to translate that message.
So, will do. Will do.
Beautiful. Thank you, Marie. I was happy to be a part of that. Thank you for the show, the weekly laughs, knowledge, and nerdiness. Please keep up the good work for years and years to come. Thank you. Lots of love from across the Atlantic, Simon and Marie.
Oh, and there's ja, nej, maska, which I suppose means yes, no, and maybe.
Go with the top one, Simon. Well, we had a special time here in the basement. I was happy to be a part of it, and I know you were too.
I still have like a licorice caramel stickiness.
Well, on that note, good night.